Good morning. This is Traders Cafe live streaming from Bangalore office. Hope you are all having a great day thus far. We are on 17th of September. Time is 10:25 a.m. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. How are you all doing? Good. Glad to hear that. Is today the Fed policy? It is. I don't know that. My colleagues just said yes, it is at 11:30. It will be interesting to trade US futures, US markets though today. All right. Let me take you to the charts. A very interesting range. We opened sharp down thrust, sharp up thrust, and now we are in the balance area. So what would be interesting for us is to either go breach this or breach day's lows. I think the most reliable and good opportunities will arise there. This is 30 minutes. This is 1 day. And I won't be surprised if it turns out to be a very narrow range day with an inside candle with a perfect doji at the end of the day, at the close. It doesn't mean it will just go up randomly like that. It could go touch the down, come back up. You see the wicks here? There's a lot of interest in buying those areas. But again, there is a wick up, slight wick up already today. But a real move like this would happen once it breaches up here. I'm not an expert with levels. Piyush is our expert. He is the one that comes online every day. I think around 7 p.m. he does that. So do go ahead and watch his streams and recorded videos that are published every day evening for you guys. Now let me get my chat up. A little bit of problem as usual. I started very late. As in a way it's a missed opportunity, but I was okay. And then this straight went up to this. I basically captured the move that happened down with the call side with the skew that I had on the put side. Good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna try my PL to 0 now. Background music, I thought so. Is it better now? Right. Thank you. Today is not my Tuesdays and Thursdays are my light days. I am not expecting a lot of return. I am conservative. So the way that I will trade this is having my trails from 0 to 50,000 and upward, and probably I'm looking at 5 plus and call it a day if we can. Interestingly, the move, the DK was pretty linear of the initial thrust. Had anybody been in 24,000, it would have been a fantastic day. I think most of them should have called it a day by now. Yeah, but FinNifty is such an instrument, it can just breach the levels and it won't stop. The premiums won't give you a break. They will just keep on spiking. Good morning. Krishnaji. Did I call it off a day? In a bit, yes, probably. It would be nice if I can do that on the stream. Hey guys, I'm gonna take a 1 minute break, come back. I just need to do some chore. I'll go on mute. I'm back. I did not. The decay was skewed in such a way. I have a neutral bias as of now. This is where we could get hurt. I can probably exit some of this because I'm not interested in this. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. Afternoon could be interesting. So if you are good and have made reasonable return before that, definitely reduce your risk. My personal bias is I don't want to be trading in the afternoon today. Anna S is asking what time did I start trading, as initial few minutes was spiky. Okay, let me open that. Started trading around 10:10 and then I am in the position for 40 minutes now. Very light on my deployed margin. It's only 2.25, which is this thing. On that deployed capital, it's already 2%. Not ask more, but the math would be wrong if you do it that way. Alright, I'm gonna trail my PNL to 25 or 30,000 now, because that is where if it hits, I will be zero basically because of the slippages. After the initial burst, 24,000 straddle has been a linear decay. What I mean by that, let me show you that. See this? This was the initial, which I don't think we can catch. A little spike up, 125. It's at 58. A good exit there, 34, 33. I don't know if you have observed, I have reduced these positions and I did not move this to here. Rather, I moved this from 30s to, at the time it was 26 to 11. I moved 2 strikes away. And that immediately went to 30. Four. Possible blast. I am not at 5 lakhs yet, Anna. Had I been at 5 lakhs, probably I would close. Yeah, I'm watching this a little bit closely now. 10, 15. It may be 1 tick or 2 tick. You have to consider that as if it sustains for 10, 15 ticks, right? These are starting to sustain. I love the way that you guys observe things much better than me. And that's what happens in the floor too. It's a lot of people here do the same thing. You arouse my curiosity, so let me see that. This is 5 lakhs. We are at 4.7. It's a very interesting area. Bank Nifty made a W. If you're on the stream and you like this content, hit this like button, guys. Hey Mohit, did you finish your space? These are still holding their value. See this? These are losing, but not as fast as. Yeah, these are very low, ultra low premium. So the best to squeeze money out of them is let it expand to 14 and you bombard them with quantities, and that's when it gives you money. Getting 3 rupees out of this will be very painful process. And I typically don't trade such low premiums, but this is FinNifty, guys. This is FinNifty. It's gonna make us work. How is my voice? Is it audible? Is it low? Is it okay? Okay, thanks, Asim. Check the highs of 24,000 call. Day high. Alright, because my screens are so full right now, I have to take help of Yashas for certain things. Don't mind me asking stuff that are not relevant to the stream, but how is the day so far? Mohit, are you trading FinNifty yet? And or did you switch to Bank Nifty? I'm unclear. Anything below 223,950 is where we get ultra clear. Okay, so if you guys have observed, I added some quantity at 1050. We are at 1051. The reason I did that is they added a little bit of spike, and then that is where I was trying to manage that. And that's been the nature of how we have to build positions. If we build all of them together, it's nothing but trouble. Alright, I'm gonna change this to 50k now. Ungli Baba is asking, is this a custom software? This is Tradeflow. Kind of custom software, but we take it from Mr. Amit, who is the founder of this software. You can go to www.tradeflow.in. You can refer our name if you are interested. You will get some, whatever the best daily is available, you will get it from them. It's like barcodes right now. One candle up, one candle down, one candle up, one candle down. So, oh, that is not good. You can't hear me. So I was telling, this is Tradeflow. You can check their website, tradeflow.in. I can actually switch off the music. Is this better now? Yeah, I knew the mistake what I have done. I have actually switched off the mic, and I was actually talking through desktop audio, which is not ideal. Sorry about that, guys. Value column indicates this is the credit I have when I sold these options minus the amount I paid for the hedges. So I still have 5,60,000 in credit. And my deployed margin is 2.5 CR right now, so which is approximately 1.96%. On the overall, this is still 0.4%. I am interested in this candle rather than anything. Gonna show you guys a weekly chart. You see this bullish engulfing, and you see this level. This is a weekly candle. So it's very interesting how this one reacts here. I was telling Mohit in his space today morning, but the levels on this Tradingview is a little bit different to what I see on Zerodha. So, but anyway, the point of interest to me is here. if it takes a double top on weekly or not. The answer will not be revealed today. It's gonna be taking some time. Yes, take as much as many edges as you can, because one can go to, if FinNifty chooses to do so, this all one can go to 50, 60. So by the time I start to cut my positions that will bleed, these will at least save me a little bit. Yeah, you can see that the value that is there here, the value of each strikes, I'm also watching that. This is what is worrying me a little bit, but it's okay. It should be good. Yeah, I also can see those individual P&Ls in my terminal, but it has a lot of details on my account and all of that, which I'm not comfortable in sharing. Time is 10:57. So I was referring this, probably I was not showing the screen. This was at 2 lakhs. I was referring to this SM and say this was the one that had 2 lakh in credit, and basically although the quantity was less, what this still means is one of these has a higher probability to go to in the money versus rest of them, right? So it's important that we manage these. These will give you a chance at least, but these might not. Alright, I'm gonna move my exit pin under 75,000 now. Nitesh is asking which software is this. This is Tradeflow. You can check their website, tradeflow.in. No, Amit should. If you're interested, give us a reference. Amit will give you the best deal that is there available right now. Tulsi Ram is asking strategy, can you explain? Let me take you to my charts. So this is, I did not enter any positions until 10:20ish, I guess, somewhere like this. I think until this candle. This is where I started building my positions of a straddle, which is 23,950. You see here 23,950. And then exited those. Now I am having a neutral positions. My range is this. My broader range is this. But like I was explaining, what is interesting for me is how price will react at this juncture if it goes there. And this is a neutral position right now. I have almost equal credit on the both sides. Rishabh G, how to join with Traders Cafe? Give us a call. one of our friends will send you a number. He will explain. Alright, this is the time we have to protect our profits. 1 lakh P&L done. Now this one is still holding. So Tulsiram, this is what I am looking at. Where are how is my credit balanced? So you can think of this almost a denser neutral strategy. Vishwanath ji, did you get a chance to find Tradingflow in Mumbai? I floated that around. I am still to receive a response. I did get a response, but they said they are not open to outside because that's a proprietary trading desk where they are managing their own funds. Such a cool league in 24,000. This is something brewing in hindsight. Such a range, very narrow range we are at, but let's see. For those who have just joined, this is a P&L chart feature where you can see the P&L. I started very late, 10 a.m. and built my positions because there was skew on the put call side with a lot of credit versus no credit almost on the put side. Not with the reference to quantity, but with reference to the premium. They shot up and then I balanced it. Vishwanath ji will do, sure. Absolute crush on the call side. How are your positions, guys? Hope all are in green. Expansion on the bulls. Green is good. Well done. Me too, Zenith. Good morning. I missed a lot of people, but I was not comfortable to take that anyway. So it's all good. Shahid ji, nothing like that. It's 1/4 of my quantity. I mean, not to boast around, but you can see I have only deployed a very less margin. So yeah, what is worrying me is this put expanding to 13, which will cause trouble. Done some mistakes were made. Yeah, this has to go here. This is an instrument where strategies like condos, broken wing flies, butterflies, I think will be amazing rather than strangles. But you have to be patient to build your positions when there is an opportunity, right? I think it can give very good returns. Yeah, this wants to expand. Let's cough a little bit. Okay. Very balanced position still. When calls decayed, I did take a little bit of credit from the call. So I am looking at a micro trend of this line here. If that reaches, these puts will go to into their 35s, and this call will come to its 17s and 15s. That is where we have to manage this position. And since these are very small premiums, we have to be thinking about very fast and wild moves. Ashish, good morning. Thank you. And hope you are in reasonably good profits too. Unless these are booked, these are not mine. That's why I have a trailing profit of 1 lakhs now. It would be a shame if it hits, because I am not in a mood to re-enter. I'll just call it a day. It has to reach and sustain above 5,50,000 for me to move that trailing to 1.5, and I'll probably start thinking about exiting around 6 today, although I put at 7. The puts are holding value, and the worst thing that is one of the possibilities is both expand in premium, and there is nothing you can do to lose the profits, and that typically happens before a big move. For those who are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. In that way you can get notified whenever we go live, whenever we publish content. And most of the content we publish will be what we trade, where we put our skin in the game, including levels with Piyush. Put likely expansion is a possibility. So I'm gonna risk this off a little bit. When I am trying to do that, an observation you can think of is how these numbers are getting balanced and imbalanced. There are times where I will consciously put skews, which simply means I have a bias in certain direction, but right now it's in a tight range, so I'm just waiting for an expansion on one side and assessing where, if the expansion happens up, if the expansion happens down, what is the point of where I will start bleeding very fast. And how do I do that is based on the concentration of the quantities I have. So imagine if this has to go to 17, what will protect me from this going to 0, right, or 2 lakhs, or losing 3 lakhs, or whatever. If I am at negative, let's say minus 3 lakhs more, how am I positioned to roll this down, and how fast I can do that. That's the whole equation. That's a crash on the put side. Zenith, very good questions. Factors. When I'm doing bias, directional, or I don't do directional nowadays. There was a time I was only doing directional, but learned a lot from colleagues at Traders Cafe to develop my skills on non-directional. But a hybrid model that works for me very well is a semi-directional strategy. So I'm looking at liquidity sweeps to basically build that positions. But non-directional, let me switch to the charts real quick. When I have a range like this on the daily time frame, on the hourly time frame, where you can see this is 30 minutes and 15 minutes, everything is a barcode right now, right? It's not going anywhere. I basically work on the credits and debits here. So right now I'm basically risking off. I'm not taking more credit for now. Exits are always based on trials. I rarely do manual exits unless I don't have this option of checking where my profit booking should be. I will just exit all at once. I do not have tiered exits. I don't do half booking and all of that. But there are others who do that, and it all depends on who you are and how you wanna manage your P&L. I truly wish all of this conversation can happen in an office. It will be a very interactive. Our nice Mansi got a nice tea, so I will be going on mute for a bit to take a sip of tea. And probably we can do a Saturday session if there is any interest face to face, on Zoom or something. So in options, Zenith, one factor that nothing will tell you is the momentum. I need a little bit more interest, guys. The only days I get off is the weekends, so I'm very open to spend time with you. But if there is enough interest, happy to do so. And I'll get you speakers that you don't see anywhere. That you will take a lot of value, and we know which you can apply. You know what I mean? That is my core philosophy in trading. If you can't apply, don't waste your time in listening to any of the content, including mine, including ours at Traders Cafe. It doesn't help. Sorry if you are hearing swirls, that's me sipping tea. All right, since we have been pretty stable on 5.5, I'm gonna try to do this 1.25. Based on my deployed capital, this is almost 2.1% since I am not very interested to put more capital, although there is an opportunity. But increasing capital here just means I'm sitting in 70,000-80,000 quantities, and they just can play around with our psychology. So I'm gonna try to do this at 6,15,000, and that is where we will call it a day, guys. Those are my ranges for Thursdays and Tuesdays, and I won't be surprised it won't even go there and play with you. I have a request to make. If you are on social media, please do share this to your broader community. We do not want to intend that we have any competition or any of that sort. That's just in the spirit of mutual sharing. Fixed, close. Tell him it's fixed and closed. Tell him the issue is closed, you can close it. Nifty is spiking up, but this is where it is. For those who have just joined us, welcome to the stream. Hope you are having a good day. This is our PNL chart. We entered positions around 10 a.m. Time is 11:25. We are 1.5 hours in the position. We did not deploy a lot of capital, and I am trying to get us to 6.15, which has been not easy. This probably has to come to 4. Yep. Sorry about that. This is the P&L chart. Very interesting. Literally stuck at 5.8 and 5.9. We are very close to our target, guys. These are the days where I don't expect myself to be in the markets after the 2 p.m.s, and I have a few meetings as well, so the boys will take care. Managing rest of the accounts, so not worried if this will run or not. But yeah, what is interesting is it just does not go to 6.1 and give that last chunks. Hey, is it a good idea to short ITM to defend strike in OTM while risking on the other side? Thinking about it, ITM to defend. See, when you are in a situation like that, you're going inverted. And the answer to that question has to consider the time of the day. Can you do that or not, right? If you are early in the day, you can do whatever you want, basically, if you know what you're doing and you can manage that. But if not, you have to definitely be careful about it, especially during that 2:33 ish, because ITMs literally have no extrinsic value. Everything is intrinsic and they can go wild. But it's not a straightforward. Yes, it's not a straightforward. No, you have to explain me a few other factors to be able to give you a reasonably good answer. Alright, like I said, we are stuck there. I'm losing my patience a little bit. Because this all can go to 15, and this just means that we so I don't want this to go to 16. Alright, close to our targets. Let me check how many ticks I have put. It will wait 2 seconds after I meet the target. Okay, that's the exit panel working, doing its thing. Everything is exited. I don't know why hedges are not exited. I am going to exit them. Refresh the positions. That's 6,05,000. It's good that we do not have slippages. And there is my day, guys. Thanks for joining in. This is the PNL chart. Although the positions, this was about 2% on the deployed capital, but on the overall it's pretty 0.6%, which I am okay to take home for a 1.5 hour session. Reasonably good. So this is where I will end my day. For those who wants to just see where my positions are entered, these are entered at 10:09, exited at 11:30, approximately 1 hour 20 minutes. Still I don't know why this is showing as -13, but these are all the strikes that I have moved around. 2 strikes, these are hedges, literally no drawdown. Reasonably good day. With my interactions and experience with FinNifty, this is where we respect each other and call it a day. So I hope all of you have a fantastic day ahead. Trade well, trade safe. We will meet again tomorrow. Thanks. Good day, guys.